Welcome, Mike.
Thank you. I know that you do magic editing, and
Well, I wouldn't say magic, but I
okay. Well,
edit. I do the word
you,
edit.
you edit, and you're the one that is ultimately in charge of the scheduling and whatnot. But you and I haven't recorded since what,
It's been a while.
mid-April, and
Yeah.
now we're in June, and this will probably drop somewhere in November. Um,
I mean, like I was spacing him out, and then like pull the curtain little thing here. It's just that sometimes when I like to space out the releases when we don't have so much in the bank. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah.
And so like at one point, yeah, I was like, oh yeah, every week, let's go, and then like every third week was a James Bonding episode, and I was like, cool, cool, cool. And then like things started thinning out, and I was like, I gotta reel it back and do every
Yeah.
other week or something, and then it just kind of pushes that. So like actually, I think 2 weeks ago we released Live and Let Die was public.
Yeah, something like
So
that.
so
Yeah,
ironically, only 2 weeks ago we're only two movies ahead, like due to the
well,
release schedule.
and it's funny too because I mean, since the last time we talked, since last time I was in the studio with you, a
Yeah.
lot of shit has gone down for me. Um,
Well, that's life, right? That's how it
yeah,
goes in the
no, and
studio.
mostly good stuff. I went to the draft, had a great time there, and then
Oh
other
yeah,
than
how
the
was it?
fact, it is. It's one of those things that like I had a great time. I was so
Mm.
glad that I went. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'd ever go
Yeah,
again.
I was gonna
And
ask you. Well, I don't want to hold this up a little longer
sure,
because I got a story.
okay,
Mostly because I had to put it back in this guy.
okay.
Okay. It was how's your drink looking right now? You mentioned earlier, are we
I'm
worried?
I'm a little nervous.
Wow. That's whiter. Mine's
Okay,
very tan. Here, I'll pour it.
okay,
Actually I'm gonna pull up a picture, right?
yeah,
And I had to basically put it back in here because it was starting to curdle
okay,
and separate, and that's just not my style of
sure.
drinking. I don't know about
Little
you, but I'm not a
little
big
chunky.
fan. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm not a big fan of chunky milk. Hold on, okay,
So so
there
you
we
know how
go.
the recipe said to vigorously shake?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
I
no,
just
you just
I just
shook.
well I just used the frother.
Oh, what
Um,
the? All right, this is dumb. Is it won't pop up. I'm gonna do myself a favor. I'm gonna send you the drink just so it's
okay,
on it, and then I can pull it up here. So you
okay.
had a frother, you said?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I mixed everything. But yeah, some of these ingredients, like when I added the cream and I added the egg white, everything was fine. And then
Yeah.
when I hit the lime juice, I'm like, really? And it's like, yeah, hit the lime juice and like poured it in and it started
Are
like,
you sure?
yeah, it started getting kind of
Ooh.
curdly. So I was like, oh, let me just and then I put
Uh,
the liquor in there, and
yeah.
when I hit it with the whiskey, it really started to curdle. I was like, ah, let me froth this motherfucker right now
All right.
before I
So I'm gonna
start
pop
edit.
this on the screen. This is my
Yeah.
picture I took.
Oh, that looks really nice.
And yeah, it kind of the color matches right here.
Yeah.
I didn't have fresh mint, so I just used that peppermint.
Yeah.
Same effect, right? And
Sure.
it's Buffalo Trace.
Yep.
You got me. It's not rye, it's bourbon, but
Sure.
and I used Junipero. You can see my reflection over there. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And because it's pretty. That's probably the most like junipery forward gin,
Yeah.
and I thought that's kind of close to pine, which the recipe calls out. Yeah. So that was funny. And by the time you got on, it was like separated this much between the
Yeah.
cream and the. So I was like, I gotta put it back in here and just like. And I don't know. Did you smell it?
No, I've been a little nervous. So.
It smells. Mine just smells like whiskey, which is weird because there's so much shit in it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I definitely smell the whiskey.
All right,
Um, and so you said you use Buffalo Trace. I actually have the bottle, so it
you
did call out Whistle Pig.
it
Um,
did.
I was trying to kill my bottle of a special Whistle Pig Pit
Okay.
Viper edition.
Oh,
Uh,
Jesus Christ. Tell me you're
uh,
from Florida without telling me you're from Florida.
right? Um,
It poured back pretty good, actually.
all right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's not bad.
I'm
Cheers.
I'm gonna take a drink. Um,
I don't know.
so here's the thing. Like, I don't know how yours is hitting.
Uh huh.
Mine is a lot lighter than I thought it was gonna be. Like,
Mine too. Mine
yeah.
too. Okay.
Um,
And did you put soda water in it?
uh, it depends what your definition of soda water is. I
Seltzer, I guess.
okay.
I use
'Cause-
this,
okay,
and it's
and
lime flavored, and I thought maybe that'd help with the lime juice,
oh,
but
same. I use Spindrift.
Spindrift. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So you have more juice in it. All right.
yeah. Um,
And it
and
probably
it's
worked.
yeah. So
Well, I will say I didn't have a champagne flute. All I have is like this, right? This is the closest thing I got. And like it came to like here before, like without the soda, and it said fill up, and I was like, okay. And then, but the funny thing is, by the time I got to here, it started foaming up really good, like the picture, you know. And I was like,
yeah,
okay, okay, cool, cool. Because then it went over and over, and then I could pour the peppermint on it. Um, it just tastes kind of like watered down whiskey. I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie to you.
Um, I I'm a little disappointed. I
I
I'm
will say,
glad.
okay, okay. So I will say, go ahead, Mike. I'll hold my
Well,
thoughts,
I
but
I was just gonna say after I made this, I definitely was like, I don't know. And then I did tell you that I drank a little too much last night, so this morning I
yeah,
was hungover, and the idea of having cream and fucking egg and or egg white
and
and
with whiskey,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm like, ooh, is my stomach gonna
Ah!
hold up? But no, it's it's fine. It's just if I were out at a bar and I bought this, I
Mhm.
because this would be like a $15 drink, like bare minimum, at whatever
Yeah.
hipster fucking establishment you went to.
So
Uh,
it says it's a take on a Ramos Gin Fizz. I'm gonna look that up. So what I
okay.
think is one thing I'm curious is that it calls for like pine liqueur,
Hmm.
excuse me, and like Douglas fir liqueur, and I wonder if that makes a huge difference. You know, like aromatics of it. It does taste very light to me. I was gonna say, oh, hello, you good?
Yeah.
I had a little like glitch. It looked like so.
Oh,
I had the mint. Did you put mint on yours?
no.
Okay, I think that's nice. Like, cause when you just get the aroma right, and it kind of
Yeah.
helps like lighten it up. Kind of it helps it feel different than just gin, not gin, but whiskey and soda water.
Right. Um, you know what I think? If I were to ever make this again, I'd probably put like a little piece of pineapple. Uh, maybe in the
I would
rim.
use maybe like a lime wedge since you have lime juice in it.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. I'd hit it with a little maybe kind of like fuse this with like a pina colada. Maybe
Huh.
dust a little coconut on top instead of the
Interesting.
mint.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a two.
Damn. Damn. All right.
It's
Um.
it's not bad, but like
Hold on. You can't read the rate. It's up there, dude. What's two again? I'm just kidding.
uh
You could barely read it. Two's finished, but not the whole for me. Yeah, that's
yeah,
probably all right.
yeah,
Huh.
that's kind of how I feel. Um
As for the drinks we made for this, what do you think compared to?
um this is like this isn't a hard drink. It's just I don't know. It's probably towards the bottom. You
I
know.
will say, if you follow the instructions, it's pretty hard. Oh yeah, what did you do for vanilla?
Oh yeah. So I took just a regular simple syrup and I just
Okay.
hit a little dash of vanilla extract.
All right.
in
I
my
didn't put.
simple syrup.
I wonder if I would. I didn't put any simple syrup. I just used extract. I used like maybe a teaspoon. I kind of feel like I need some simple syrup.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I was like, I would just do vanilla, and then I was like, wait, I don't want to put too much vanilla. But now I'm like, I got no sugar content in this bad boy. I guess some lime juice,
yeah.
but that's not a lot. Not a
No,
lot. So I'm about to
yeah.
be fucking plastered in like 5 minutes. But
We'll see.
shit, I'm kind of. Yeah, I'm leaning two as well. I'm not gonna get another one. That
Yeah,
kind of, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I'm not gonna get another one, so like I
yeah.
can't give it a three.
This would be that if we were out and then the bartender or the waitress, oh, you want another one? And it's just like,
Let me try something
no.
else. I'm gonna try something else.
What do you like? Kind of thing, or maybe at that point in time go off menu. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Let me get that Sonic and Knuckles, bro. Let me get it. It's the gin sofa. All right, yeah. So a Ramos gin fizz is heavy cream, lemon and lime juice, and orange flower water, egg
okay,
whites, and club soda, gin, simple syrup, and it gives it that like meringue top they call it.
okay,
I've never had one, but I kind of would try it if like a professional made it, not me, a
yeah,
professional, not me, just willy nilly. Um, yeah. So that's that's the Dreamy Pines.
yeah,
It's got a cool
yeah,
name.
yeah.
Let me show them what it's supposed to look like. I mean, I showed you the picture earlier, but Dreamy Pines. This guy. All right. So the funny thing about this, right? Yeah, it was great, right? There it is.
Yeah.
It's hard to like figure out which way I'm going. Um, when I saw this in the book and it says the Dreamy Pines Motel is the setting for the spy who loved me, and then I watched the movie. This is talking about the book.
Got it.
Yeah, so
I
I watched the movie and I'm like waiting. I'm waiting for the motel to show up, and I was like, all right, cool. Because I remember the opening scene when he skis, and I was like, maybe that's what the mint's for, like he's like skiing and stuff, right? Anyway, Shaken by Swift. I'm gonna keep popping this book until Swift says stop. Please
not only
fucking stop.
not only are we not going to sponsor you, we're gonna have a what's it called, a cease and assist.
Yeah, you guys are just bashing all our recipes. All right, could you just fucking stop?
No more. Uh, and it's funny too because I feel like the last couple have just been like martinis, and we've been like, mildly like.
Yeah,
I think you and I are kind of martini people, because
I'm borderline, man. But I think this definitely makes me not want anymore. I'll tell you
well,
that.
this is not a
But
martini.
oh no, I meant like the martinis we've had. So like the funny thing is, we've had so many martinis that like I kind of was like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
not a
me too.
martini, kind of
Yeah,
sick.
and now I'm like, give me another
I
fucking
wish I had a
martini.
fucking martini.
Yeah.
Shaken, not stirred. Thank you.
All right, so we are here to talk about the Spy Who Loved Me, and I don't know about you, Zach, but every time that I see the title or hear the title, my mind autocorrects to the spy
Yeah,
that shagged me.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's kind of the same thing we have with Goldmember.
Right?
See,
Yeah,
Goldfinger. I just
yeah,
fucked up right now. Yeah,
yeah.
it's the same
Well,
thing. I was like, the spy who loved me. You mean the spy who
shagged me.
shagged me?
And it's funny too because my dad was in town to help with getting ready for the baby, and then after the baby showed up, he was here to kind of assist with the other kids, and I had I don't remember, but like I had the day off, and we put the kids down, and my dad was like, hey, you want to watch a movie? And we're kind of flipping through on Max and Netflix and shit, and I was
Yeah,
like, oh, I know what movie we can watch, because
eventually I need to watch it.
yeah, you and I were talking. I was like, hey, I got to do my homework. I got to watch this. So I put
Yeah.
I booted up the Blu-ray, and once the title came on, my
Mm.
dad just turned into a parrot. Oh, the spy that shagged me. I'm like,
Oh my God.
oh, I didn't even know you knew what Austin Powers was, but cool. Um,
Did he? Is he a Bond fan at all?
I,
Because I'm curious. Because like,
so he definitely was familiar. I don't know how many
mm,
Bond movies he's watched, but like this came out
right,
in what, 77? Um,
77. Yeah.
yeah, so
So
like,
that's like that's in your dad's like wheelhouse. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
because
Like,
he graduated 1980s, so he would have
yeah,
been like
yeah.
15. He
Pre-pubed.
Yeah,
He's
pubes.
pre. He's full pubed up, bro.
Yeah, at 15, you're pubed.
I hope so. We got some issues going on.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Yeah, I don't like Bond. I'm not pubed, bro. You
So
can't like Bond and not be pubed.
like,
That's fact.
whenever I talk to my dad, like he always hits me with facts. Like he knows, like, oh yeah, I saw this. Like I don't know. Like
I saw this in a drive-in. You don't know what that
I,
is.
I'm gonna give him benefit of that. He probably saw it in the theaters. What did you do
Well,
back in 77? At
it's
15, like
it's interesting though because I remember seeing we'll get to the movies, but I remember seeing Die Another Day in
right,
theaters, and because there was like a big, not really a gap, but like that's kind of when we were getting to that age, like
right,
I could see it in theaters now. And my dad took me and he's like, "Yeah, new Bond movie, let's go, do Bond." But I don't know. And then like when the marathons would come on, like every Thanksgiving, he'd be like, "Oh, Bond marathon on," and he'd just watch it in his bag in his room, and like but other than that, he never would be like Bond this, Bond that, son of a bam, son of a bam, like. So I don't know, because he's just, he'd be 13 here.
yeah,
That's pre-pube,
yeah,
maybe. Uh,
yeah,
so we're getting to that point where
yeah,
Anyway, so 1977. Your dad's watching it with you. This is the third Morph movie.
yep,
10th Bond, actually.
yeah. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. That's a milestone. I don't know, 10
Yeah,
fucking movies. That's pretty crazy at that time of day. Like
yeah. I mean, at this point, Bond. Again, we're watching all this, pretty retroactively.
yeah,
This was all 77 is still 10 years before I was born. So
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Well,
um,
11 for me. Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah. But so obviously, at this point, I don't know what if people were excited about the 10th Bond movie or if they were already
Well,
like
so
bonded
I
out.
saw. I don't know. So I saw. I wouldn't say they're bonded out, but did you read anything about the pre-production
I
or
I
watch a Calvin
didn't.
Dyson video? Because I watched Calvin
No,
Dyson
I
video.
didn't do a lot of homework for this
Shout
film.
out Calvin Dyson, my
Man, we
dude.
we like you.
Solid work.
Yeah.
So I guess there was some kind of dispute between Broccoli and Saltzman, the
Okay.
other like founder,
Yeah.
and they kind of forced Saltzman out. But there was like a legal dispute for a couple. That's why there's been an unheard of at this point 3-year gap between movies
Oh no.
because they had a dispute and they had to kick him out. I don't know what. I didn't go too deep into it, but like basically that's what happened, and he got pushed out for like $20 million or something. Um, but they had talks about Man with a Golden Gun being so bad that this was a very pivotal movie to save the franchise.
Okay.
And it kind of, if you watch Calvin Dyson later, he talks about Live and Let Die, and how and after Diamonds Are Forever, they had the same kind of shit. And so
Right.
we're like, ooh, that was pretty bad, and Connery's old, and we kind of like, gotta get a new actor, and they went Live and Let Die, and it did like a bunch of different things to try and get it back on track, and it worked. But then they came back with Man with a Golden Gun, and they're like, oh, what the fuck? We're back where we started.
So I will say I think I watched something of Calvin Dyson, and I didn't
Yeah, me
watch
too.
anything
He just comes on
exclusively.
all the time.
Yeah, I didn't watch anything exclusively about Spy That Loved Me, but I know that he felt Like the first two Morre movies were almost like Morre didn't know how to fucking treat women. Like Morre's Bond didn't know how to,
Yeah.
because we've been calling it out the amount of times that we just beat women in these
Oh
fucking,
yeah.
Morre movies.
Unreal. Unreal.
And
Uh
he definitely calmed down in this one. And I do remember Calvin talking about how this one kind of like he settled down and it was kind of less of like Dick Bond and
yeah.
kind of more of a I'm not going to say he was as suave as Connery, but
This is
definitely
probably his most suaveness.
right.
I will say I think, I've watched quite a bit of his videos and um I watched a review again, but I also watched like when he ranks like the top movies or top villains, this, that, this, whatever. And he always mentions that Spy Who Loved Me is like his top, one of his top three movies, I think. Which is, I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm just saying that's maybe why he was like more is like in his groove here.
Right.
I will say the numbers don't lie. Did you look up the budget and stuff?
No, I didn't.
All right, I want you to guess. All right,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna give you
Um,
the budget of Man with a Golden Gun.
yep.
7 million.
Okay.
All right,
I think the budget for this, I'm gonna go 14 mil.
close. 13.5. Pretty
Awesome.
good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I'll give you that one. The box office. So we had 7 mil for Man with a Golden Gun. It
Yep.
made 97.6 million. Man with a Golden Gun.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's pretty good for me. But I
Can I
guess not for.
guess?
And now, would you like to guess?
Yeah. 124.
Conservative, Mike. 185.4.
Oh, dope. They like this one.
So it was successful, we'll
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know if you like to Rotten Tomato it. I can't remember before or after.
What do you mean?
Like, do you want to talk about the Rotten Tomato score now?
Sure.
Or
Sure.
do
We
you want to talk
could
about it
do it.
after we talk about it?
I didn't look it up, but was this
All right. Man with the
this
Golden Gun was
okay?
40% critic, 55% audience.
Now that wasn't back in the day. That was. Do you know when that score came out?
So I think the problem with this is that it's always whatever. If someone adds
Okay,
one
it's
today,
actively
it's
got it.
yeah. So
Okay.
it's kind of a tough thing to gauge, right? Because
So
yeah.
so I'll say critic is probably 86 and fan is probably 91.
82.77.
Okay.
So
So critics were a little higher on it, but yeah,
yeah, I don't
that's
remember the threshold, but I think one of them, I think maybe 80s like certified fresh, but not completely. I can't remember, but like
I think if
this,
you're 80, I think you're at the top. I think it's
I want to say
the
this is probably, I could look it up real quick, but one of the top Rotten Tomato scores of Bond. So overall, going into it, pretty good sign that it's not as bad as The Man with the Golden Gun.
now I am not gonna lie, I don't remember where I ranked Man with the Golden Gun. I could look up in my notes. Let's see. Oh,
Oh yeah, let me know.
okay. I
Because I'm
had
updating the ranks.
Man with the Golden Gun. Now this is my rank, but
Yeah,
I had it fifth.
fifth. Okay.
Yeah, because I still had it higher than Diamonds. I had it higher than You Only Live Twice, Doctor No, and From Russia. So going into this movie, I had Live and Let Die, Thunderball, On Her Majesty, Goldfinger, and then Man with the Golden Gun.
Okay.
So
Okay. So the Spy Who Loved Me, number 8, ranked tomato meter, highest
okay,
Roger Moore.
I can see that, and
All right.
foreshadowing. I know, like I looking back and like remembering, when I watched these movies, back in 2012, I don't remember disliking Moore as much as I know you weren't the biggest fan,
Yeah.
because I mean he did what, seven of them, and
Yeah, I did a lot.
they get a little weird towards the end, um,
That's that's
and
that's the fucking truth, bro.
yeah, they get a little campy, but definitely we're we're in peak Moore time
It's
right now.
it's very funny. It's always funny. We'll talk about it again. We talk about it with Connery. You don't know when you're at the peak till later on, you know?
Yeah.
Because I think
Um,
like Goldfinger, Thunderball, those two, that was Connery. And he kept
yeah.
staying, and then like the other two, and you're like, oh man, you should have just stopped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they all do it. Even our boy's done it.
I
And
we'll we'll get there when we get there, but
I
did
say
he?
we'll get there when they get there, but
I,
maybe, but I don't know. I'm very curious about that one because like this one, I watched it once, and this is the second time I've seen it. Right, so I
yeah.
am curious when we get to that point, seeing that movie since the first time since theaters. Like in case we're talking about No Time to Die,
Yeah. And
and maybe the second. We'll never know. The second time, I haven't seen it since. Have you?
I have. Yeah.
Okay,
I've
whatever, dude.
I've I've watched it twice
All right.
since the theaters. So
But I
I
have the
did,
sweater, and I'm gonna wear it when we review it. So
sounds great.
I look
Yeah.
just like Daniel Craig. Just kidding.
Okay.
All right, so let's get into it. How
Yeah.
about we get into this before we embarrass ourselves even more?
Sure.
So 1977, we talked about that. So it starts off with a like submarine getting attacked, I guess you'd say,
Yeah.
and they don't really say what's going on until they like call the Russian dude, right?
Yeah. And so I get a little confused.
Hmm.
So effectively in the beginning, was it because they took a Russian sub, and then they also took, was it a British sub or an American sub?
I think it was British. I
And
think
then
so.
later they took an American sub.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then they did a fake out on us because they show these two Russian spies
Fucking
were
yeah.
they these two Russians that are banging, and they wanted you to think that the agent
Was the
that they
dude.
were trying to call was the dude, but it
Was the
turns out
George Lazenby looking guy?
it turns
I
out
th-
it was the chick was their
that
version of a
dude.
double O.
Yeah, Triple X.
Okay, yeah, triple X.
She was Vin Diesel's precursor.
Yeah,
But
I'd take her over Vin Diesel.
speak for yourself, brother.
Okay.
So I thought it was funny that the guy looked eerily like George Lazenby.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a generic Bond look, dark hair, combed
Where
over, white guy.
now my question to you, were you faked out? Because I wasn't.
Uh, I've seen it before, so no.
Okay.
But I mean, I am curious if that was like it worked back
I
then. Like I wonder if people
sure.
were like faked out kind of thing. So it was her bang number one for Bond. We switch over. I
Yeah,
just jumped over.
I
Well,
typed
okay,
in
yeah, you go.
Austria bang. Now I had a
Yeah, okay,
question on that.
100%. Mhm,
I
mhm.
assume he banged her, but
I assume as well.
he also got a call, and then I have in my notes so he puts on a ski suit, right? And he's got to leave this girl.
Yeah,
Why does my dude look like Ronald McDonald?
yeah,
Uh why is that his fucking ski suit? You
yeah.
are a fucking double
Secret
O
agent.
agent. Why are you in fucking yellow and
Uh,
red?
yeah,
Like
and he's like,
you are
hey,
not
gotta go.
you are not blending in with shit. Now, I didn't. The funny thing, like I said, I was watching with my dad. My dad, I didn't look it up. My dad was really fascinated with the skis. that he was.
Okay.
So
Uh,
apparently they showed the skis,
mhm.
and it was a really popular brand back in the 70s and 80s.
I
I
wonder
don't
if it's
know if
pop.
they're
Right. I was gonna say I don't know if it's popular because he used it.
I yeah, I well I don't know. My dad made it seem like they were like the skis back in the day. If you were skiing, like that was it.
Yeah.
Now again, like I didn't do a lot of research for this movie, and it was one of those things I said, "Hey, I'll go back and I'll look it up." But
Later on, right? Hold on.
I didn't. So
Let me see if there's anything in this guy. But I don't think there will be. So I thought it was a fucking ridiculous suit as well. But I also say that it was funny how what I hit a button. Sorry. Are we still good? We're good. Okay. So I thought it was funny how the watch thing, the gadget.
yeah,
So we have a gadget here, and it's like a telegram thing, you know. And I thought I said I think I put a note. I said actual useful um gadget. What do you think?
oh, you mean the idea that his watch is just spitting out a fucking
A
like
fucking a
uh
text message,
yeah, yeah, it was like a metal it was like
like a label.
yeah, like it looked like a metal label, and I was like that it was kind of cool, but also like why would it have to be metal? Why couldn't it just be paper? You know?
I don't know. I mean, you put it that way. I guess it was a shitty fucking gadget. But I was like,
Yeah, it was useful. So yeah, we'll say a useful gadget.
it was a
Um
useful gadget. Okay, glad to hear it. All right,
yeah,
so he's skiing, and he fucking murks some dudes with a pretty sweet ski gun.
yep,
I thought that was kind of cool.
yep,
And then they just do this grandiose parachute with the Union Jack on it.
right.
And they cut to the title sequence.
Yep. And then
I hated it.
okay. Okay, do you want to elaborate on why you hated it?
Okay, sure. I said, oh, first of all, before we get there, I said the music during the ski scene was so 70s. We're fully into 70s now, even though we're almost at the end.
Right.
I thought the title sequence, I think the silhouettes are fucking boring now, dude. We've
Okay.
done it for 10 movies pretty much. And the music was kind of forgettable. It was just kind of to
Are you
me.
talking about the title scene
Yeah,
music?
yeah.
Um I remember hearing the song before, but like it's not a banger like Diamonds, cuz and this
I mean, like we get diamonds, and then we had Live and Let Die,
yeah. Well,
and I don't know, like
I'm just saying that this song didn't birth a lyrical genius.
It's
So
Carly Simon. I guess she was famous in the '70s.
yeah,
I don't know, but
yeah. She sang the song "You're So Vain."
you probably should just use that one. No. I don't know. What did you think about the title sequence? Apparently, I'm out of my gourd here. I'm out of my
No,
element.
no, you're not. I don't have a ton to say about it, so
That's not a good
that's
sign. I think that's
yeah,
not great.
yeah. No. I agree with you. It's kind of like I didn't hate it. I didn't like it. It's not super memorable.
Oh, we didn't talk about the gunshots in the beginning.
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
That was different, right? Like,
It was different. They used like a different guitar, I think, this time instead of
and
like the last couple times.
it seemed quicker. And then, if I remember, they had like a little like digital like blood in this one.
Did it have blood? Okay.
I I
I'll have to watch it. But so fun. Well, fun fact. Calvin Dyson showed me that this is the first Morre era to use widescreen instead of the whatever 4x3. Bye, Mike. See you later.
I'm still here.
Creeping off this. So like maybe the widescreen was like able to have him walk more. You know what I mean, and then shoot kind of thing.
Okay.
Um, but I thought it was different. I noticed it. I guess I'll say, and that the pre-title sequence actually has something to do with the plot. We'll get to it, but it does. Most of the
Okay.
time it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like most of the time Bond's doing something weird, and then that's all the fucking pre-title sequence is doing, and that's that. You know?
Oh, you're talking about the ski scene?
Yeah, you know, because you.
Yeah,
Anyway,
sure.
so they open it up. We'll get into it right now, I guess. So they
Yeah,
open up after the title sequence with Gogol is his name. I don't
yeah,
know his title, whatever.
sure.
Russian guy Gogol
He
calls in
was,
Triple X.
yeah, he was their version of M.
Yeah, and he's telling her, "Hey, your lover." They heavily hinted your boy toy was fucking murked by Bond. Um,
Yeah, but that was
yeah,
after he told her that, hey, I'm putting you on this fucking, like, we just lost a fucking submarine. I'm putting you on this
yeah,
shit. Oh, by the way, we know you've been fucking,
homie. Yeah,
uh, double X, because you're
yeah.
triple X. You've been fucking double X, and he murked. He gone, you
Which
know.
is funny because she was mid coitus when she got the call to come in.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to be like, oh, I feel so bad about it. Oh, I feel bad for her. Like I don't feel bad for Bond when he's like, I have feelings for. No, you don't. You don't feel this for anybody. Anyway, but you know what I mean? Like, oh
Yeah.
no, her boyfriend that she fucks every other time when she's not fucking this random George Lazenby dude. Um,
Well, no,
but
that was
anyway,
the guy.
you think that was him?
No, it was him.
Oh,
The
okay.
the Lazenby
Oh,
guy. Yeah,
all right. Then I take back everything I said.
yeah, because
Okay.
when they called her and said, "Hey, we're putting you on this," he said, "Hey, I'm going out to Austria,
Oh, he
for a
did. Oh
mission."
shit.
Yeah, it was him.
Oh,
You
okay.
know,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, but
I take it
yeah,
back. I'm sorry, Triple X. My bad.
yeah, but this
Don't
sets
kill
up
me.
this whole idea that she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do this mission, and then I'm gonna get
Mm.
vengeance." And it was like, "Oh, okay, sure, you do
Sure.
whatever you want."
Yeah. Do what you do, you boo boo.
And then
Yeah.
and then this led us to Egypt.
Well, first we have the MI6 meeting,
Okay.
which was pretty forgettable. No M. Weirdly, a bunch of other random dudes, and Q was there, but no Moneypenny and no M.
Right.
And they're just like, yeah, some dude is stealing the tracking systems for our subs, and that's how he stole the nuclear missiles from the Russians.
Yep.
And so they're like, oh shit, we got to find the guy that's stealing this trackable thing. And but it was just weird that M wasn't there. You know what I mean? Like, why is he talking to these jabronis?
Right.
But they go to like, hey, you got to find this dude to find this dude to find this dude. Number one, Egypt. So we're in Egypt now.
And I'm sorry. When did we actually show the villain? Did we get there yet?
Oh, it was right before Egypt because I got my
Yeah.
notes and I said, I wonder why. I said, I wonder how these chicks always end up with the psycho dudes.
Also, my question is, all right, we're 10 movies in.
Hmm.
Why are we still using animals?
That was the second note I had. And I said, why are they always obsessed with murder by sea animal? Like, dude, what are they doing?
Yeah, so I was actually really enamored with this idea. I was so
Yeah,
confused. So, like, this is effectively like an underwater spaceship.
sure, yeah. Which
And
is funny because the next movie is Moonraker. Anyway, so an actual spaceship.
yeah,
But
so we're in an underwater spaceship, right? But it looked like it was like a shark tank. But like,
mhm.
was there
Yeah.
a shark tank inside?
No, bro, it looked like he was at like SeaWorld and you get that like dinner where the sharks swim around you and
Yeah.
he's like, yes, this is nice. And I'm like,
So we just know we got sharks out there, like
I guess. Well, I guess it kind of shows at the end. He's got a little pool, right?
yeah, but
Jaws is in
that's
there, but I don't know.
yeah, but that's why I was confused. Like, you have a pool
Mhm.
inside of your underwater fucking spaceship that
In the
that you
water.
in the water.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I
I don't
okay,
know, man.
cool. But
Well, I think I could explain this later on. Just put a pin in that, and I think I could explain it.
okay, all right, we'll put a pin in that. But yeah,
So
so like
they show
he
the dude.
he calls out the chick, because he brought in these two scientists and he's like, hey, good job. Also,
Mhm.
I found out we got a fucking mole that's
Yeah,
selling
the
selling our
tracking thing.
fucking tracking shit. And then, he excuses the girl, and she goes, in the fucking elevator, but it's like a fucking dummy elevator. He
Yeah.
pushes a button and she
Boop.
goes into the water. Whoop, yeah. And then from there, he's letting these scientists, watch, this girl get fucking eaten by a shark. And then he's like, yeah, like I don't take kind of this, and they're like, okay, and they got their fucking money, and they go on a fucking helicopter, and then the helicopter's flying away, and then he blows it up. Why the fuck did we need to blow it up? Why?
Why can't you just drop all three of them in the fucking Shark Tank?
Like I get it, it's a movie, but at the same time, like, what,
Bro,
you
whose
got that
helicopter
much
is that,
money?
bro?
You got
Yeah.
that much money to blow up a helicopter? Like,
Oh my god. Yeah, I was like
and for the record, what was this guy's name?
Stromberg.
He wasn't affiliated with like Spectre or anything, right? He was just his
No,
own.
because well, that's mostly because of the legal dispute.
Oh, okay.
So there's
So
been, if you haven't noticed, there's been no Spectre or Smersh for
okay.
a couple movies now.
Yeah.
So
So
he's just a dude. He's
okay.
just a rich ass dude, which they talk about later, I guess, when he's got like some company. But like, yeah, dude, why did you just kill them all? I
Yeah.
don't know.
So so now we're in Egypt, and Bond is like trying to track down he I don't know, this was kind of like a convoluted sequence where like he had to find a guy that was like the other guy kind of
mm-hmm.
thing.
One
Find a
second.
guy to take him to the guy. And he rolls in and he's looking for the guy, and then this girl's trying to fucking bang him, and then from there he like wised up. Why is Bond always using these fucking, what is that? Truly fluffin' delicious.
It's
Is it
cotton
good?
candy.
Oh, is it
I've
good?
had it once about 3 years ago. Maybe it's not expired.
So
So
my
yeah,
question.
yeah. So I agree with this. This was very convoluted. Like he's got to find this guy to find this guy to find this guy to find that guy. You know what I mean? Like, and I was like, why?
But
Why?
but also, so he's gonna bang this girl, and he already knows that like shit.
Did you consider that a bang? That's a good question.
No, because he didn't bang her. He was going to, but
That's where he okay, but he stayed the night.
did
Remember?
he?
Because he was like, it was very weird, dude. Okay, so the dude was like, hey, I know you know this one guy that I gotta go talk to, which turns him to another guy, right? We'll get to that. But he's like, you know this guy. He's like, yeah, I got information on him, but like, I think it'd be better if I told you tomorrow morning. Why don't you stay the night? And then Bond's like, nah, I really gotta find this fucking, megalomaniac serial killer dude.
Yeah,
He's
but
like,
when?
no. But he was like, but what if you stay the night? And he brings in this chick with massive cans.
Oh no,
And
no,
then,
no. That's not the one I'm talking about.
oh, okay, okay, okay.
Okay, I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
you went
did.
ahead. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about now.
Okay.
But,
I did type in Egypt bang question mark. I
mm,
assume I'm gonna count
I
it.
assume that I counted too. It
Kind of
was
like,
just but it was so weird. He's like, I guess I could stay and have
yeah.
sex with your servant. And you're like, well, why did we just tell him now, dude? Why does he have to stay?
So then he rolls in and he's looking for this dude, and he
Yeah.
he rolls into the chick, and
Ooh, dude, we didn't even. I mean, it
and
doesn't
he
matter because
and
we'll
he
talk about.
uses her as a fucking meat shield.
Did he? Did he?
Yeah, he
Did he?
fucking turns her and she got shot.
All right, okay. Because my note was, did he pull her or did she jump in front of him? I am very confused.
He turned her. Like
Okay,
he
it was so weird because she was like making out with him and she knew like it was a setup, right?
Yeah, but she would. My understanding is she was part of this. Like
Me too. Me
that
too.
was
Me
what
too.
I took away was she.
I thought she was here to like set him, like trap him, right?
Yeah. So then
But then she looks and she's like, no, like
yeah, because he
what?
turned her, and then
That's
she
why
meat
she's yelled
shield.
no
Yeah.
first, bro. She yelled no first. Like, don't kill him. He's got a massive dong. I felt it.
Oh, I
I
know. I thought she was yelling as he was turning her. Yeah.
I thought, like I think if you rewatch it, she yells, and then then they show the dude up there pulled with the gun, and then she magically gets in front of him. I'm not gonna say he pulls her. I'm gonna
And
say he
then
magic. It
and then
was weird.
it goes into this like chasing, and then they fist fight. They have fisticuffs on the roof.
I said that was a weak fight. That's what I said.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Weak fight, good ending.
Yeah, yeah, because dude's like on the
Oh, this
cliff,
was
you know,
high, right?
or on the roof,
Mhm.
and then he just lets go after he got his information.
Fun fact that's reference to later on in a future movie.
Okay.
Did you know that?
Nope.
Quantum of Solace.
Well,
Rewatch it.
yeah.
He it's after the opera show, and he's like, who do you work for? And he like grabs his fucking tie, and he just and he like lets him fall down onto what's his name? Green.
Yeah.
His car. He like the dude lands on his car, and he's like just driving.
Okay.
But it's a very clear reference to this movie, so I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. You know, like
Then now is this where we end up in the fucking pyramids of Giza?
yeah, which is weird because the fucking quantum scene is right after the opera show, and then this is right before this like Gaza pyramid
Right.
show. So I thought I was like, that's a pretty cool parallel.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're at this show, and it's Triple X is there with the Feckish. His name's Feckish.
Yeah, sounds about right.
The contact dude. So she's already schmoozing him.
Yeah, and then Feckish steps out, and then Bomb follows him, and then Feckish gets fucking bit by Jaws.
I said, death by nibble. Okay, let me just say, I didn't like the way he bit people.
You did or did not?
I did not.
Yeah, it was like a really weird, like seductive vampire.
Oh, it was very Why are you seducting me, bro? You're not. We're not like.
Also,
you're not...
It's like the slowest. Just fucking bite him, you know. And dude's just like,
just fucking do it. Hey, the sharks. They didn't fucking hesitate when they murdered Stromberg's chick. All right.
no,
They
just
were done.
ate her.
Boom, and you're like, and I'm like, I was just like, I'm kind of feeling comfortable watching him like bite people. Anyway.
Yeah. So Bond
Bond
goes
dies.
in. Yeah, he finds out Feckish is gone, and then he fucking like pats up Feckish, and the thing's gone.
Yeah, the microfilm or whatever. I think it's
microfilm or something.
The MacGuffin.
Yeah, the MacGuffin.
Mhm.
So then that's when he has like a run-in with Triple X.
And she's got random dudes.
Yeah, she don't need them, but she got them.
I don't think she needs it, but she got him. And then Bond just beats the shit out of him.
Yeah, and then they end up
Classic.
at a nightclub, and
They
Bond,
run into each other, buy each other a drink.
Yep.
I thought this scene was pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the reference to On Her Majesty's. We are now acknowledging that Tracy Bond was a real person. I like it. Because they start profiling each other, which is another funny thing that these guys are so like, 007, 00 agents, and I guess I'm going to say whatever X, right? Whatever the hell they categorize their agents. Like, they're supposed to be like secretive. No one knows about them, but they all know.
They know each other.
Yeah, they know everything about each other, right? And she's just like running down the things, and she's like, "Your wife was killed by this." He's like, "Stop! Don't you disgrace Tracy like that,
Tracy?
Don't you disgrace my girl Tracy, my girl Elena Tyrell? How dare you?" And I was like, "Damn right, bitch." Anyway, so then they kind of like break up a little bit, and he goes and talks to this dude. Damn, I can't remember his name. He's the owner of the club. He's the next guy in line.
And then this guy gets fucking bit by Jaws. And then they
it's like he's a fucking werewolf, dude. He's bit, he's done. It's like...
and then they end up in this like in Jaws's like cable car, or he's like a telephone.
Yeah, it's like a fucking van, like a cable van.
Yeah. And then he brings them out to like the pyramids, and they have this weird like pyramid fight. And
It was yeah. I mean, it was
And
okay until he started ripping the car apart.
yeah,
Then it
that
was
got
really weird. Weird.
yeah, that got a little weird. And then yeah, from
Did
there
Did you notice the So it was the weirdest part. I think to me was that like the excessive Roger Moore feminist like misogynistic jokes when she was trying to drive away, and he's like, "Women drivers, am I right? You know how to drive, woman?" And I was like, "Okay, dude." Like, as Jaws is like ripping the car apart, but I was like, "Why are we like putting in 30 jokes about women who can't drive?"
I
And
yeah,
it
uh
was weird. But then
yeah, well,
they go ahead.
well, I feel like it was a trade-off. They didn't beat women in this film, like, like Bond didn't just randomly hit women.
So he just joked on
Yeah, I just had a rag like, "Hey, you're a
him.
shitty driver, but I won't hit you this time."
I guess it's
Uh,
a fair trade off. I don't. I'd rather have that trade off. It's nice.
so so then is this after is this when uh M and fucking Gogol come together?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Okay, it's because
okay,
they go
yeah.
on. They go on that boat.
Yeah, they go in the boat, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
Bomb thinks he's gonna fucking bang her, and then she like fucking like roofies him. And
yeah.
but prior to
Exactly.
that, he
He looked
like
at the yeah.
scanned
Hmm.
the fucking MacGuffin and
Hmm.
found out it was dog shit and not real, and told him
Yeah.
nothing.
He said, "I might
Uh,
as well try and get fucked real quick."
yeah. So then
He said-
he wakes up, and she fucking gone.
okay, this was the funniest thing though, because he kind of just wakes up. He's like, "Shit," and he just starts walking around like hungover, basically, because he was drugged in this like random city in Egypt, I guess, random part
Yeah.
of Egypt, wandering around, but just kind of wanders into a fucking MI6 base. You know, like
He
there's almost
knows.
he's just like, I guess I'll go see M real quick.
He
You know,
knows.
like
He knows. Like,
he's like, damn, she drugged me. All right.
and then that's when
So,
Moneypenny was there, and
and
he
then she
walked.
shows up finally. God
Yeah,
damn, she didn't show up till like 30 minutes in, man.
he walks past Moneypenny, but then it's not M, it's Gogol. Um,
Right.
and then he's fucking like confused. And I will say at this point, I was a little confused.
It
I'm
was like a
like,
trap. Was this a
yeah,
trap?
I was
Yeah.
like, is that actually Moneypenny? What the fuck's going on? But then, yeah, M came out, and yeah, they decided that Triple X and Bond were going to come
Touch
together.
tips.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
gonna tip it out, and find they were gonna effectively have a truce. They were gonna come together, and they were gonna figure out who's stealing these fucking submarines.
Yep. And I thought it was weird how M was super nice to Bond.
Yeah, I kind of like Dick M from
The last like
Honor
three
Majesty.
movies, yeah, I would say the
Yeah,
last three movies, he's been a fucking asshole. And all of a sudden, he's
yeah.
like, you know what? You're the best, dude. You're way better than this Triple X chick, dude. All you're saying, she sucks. And I'm like, what? This dude would be like, why can't he be more Russian? That's
So
what am I like?
so then where'd they go from here?
Okay,
Um,
so I got basically the train to, I guess, go somewhere. Oh,
oh,
they're going to Sardinia to meet because they found out that Stromberg Laboratory was the one scanning that microfilm.
okay.
So they're going to go to Sardinia to pose as microbiologists, no, marine biologists, to get to his base and see if they can find anything out, right? So they're on the train down to Sardinia, Italy, when they meet Jaws in Triple X's closet, just like this. That's how he was in the closet. He was like, and he's like, ah, and I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, dude. So then they fight. Bond looks like he's about to get fucking murdered. He was not standing up to Jaws at all,
Right.
and then he gets lucky, I think, and they
Yeah, 'cause
bang.
didn't he got him in the teeth? Like he shocked him?
I think yeah, he shocked, which is kind of a foreshadowing to how he takes care of him later. But
Well, so yeah,
and then
I got
they yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
I got
go.
train bang in my
Mm.
notes.
Not the kind of train bang you're thinking about, but train bang.
Yeah.
Also, it was very weird porn music when they said "What's fuck." It was like,
Also,
and I was like, whoa, like 70s porn. This is so 70s. Anyway,
uh,
so,
so
okay. Mhm.
so then from there, is this when they get Bond's car?
Well, they go meet him, the bad dude,
Okay.
and they meet that Naomi chick, who's his like henchwoman.
Right.
They go talk to him. Nothing really comes out of it except for he kind of knows who they are because again, they're never secret people. They think they're
Sure.
secret, but they're always found out, right? And
Well, also,
then
Bond's always rolling up, telling people he's James Bond.
that's sort of true. He's like, yeah, James Bond. I never heard of that.
Bond, James
Secret agent.
Bond.
Yeah. Let me drive my Aston Martin out of here. Um, yeah, they go meet him, and I think when they come back, Q's there with the car, or they might have got the car right before it. Either way, they got the car, and when they come back, they're getting chased.
Yeah, and the car. So this is a
Yes.
Lotus.
Lotus
Uh,
Esprit, a
Esprit.
Sprit. Yeah,
Yeah. So you know what's fun about this one?
it's a
This
submarine.
this is the inspiration for the Cybertruck.
That's a shame because I really like this Lotus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. No one likes the Cybertruck, but
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. Elon Musk. I guess he went out and they bought like this prop, and
Mhm.
they were using it for inspiration. Like the submarine part. But yeah. So his fucking Lotus turns into a submarine, which personally, like, this is where you kind of have to like suspend like
Oh,
all the
yeah.
laws, because like the one that got me, I understand they weren't like super far underwater, but when it
Uh-huh.
started leaking and it just
Uh-huh.
had like a pinhole, I'm like, dog, that's not how this would have worked. Like, if they got a
Yeah.
if they got a
Yeah.
leak, like it would have been fucking donezo, you know.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
but
And then at the end of it when he has like a fish and you're like, how'd the fish get in there, bro?
I don't know. you know.
Apparently
But
that was Roger Moore's idea to have the fish. But like okay, so like the chase though, I thought was really good.
yeah,
I
no,
thought it was one of the better car chases
I I was
in the whole
entertained.
series. I think it
You
might
know,
be the best one.
um,
There have been some really bad ones and lately we talked about them like the JW Pepper Louisiana one where it lasted about 30 fucking minutes.
right?
And I thought this one had like three or four different people chasing him, and it was still like fast paced. Like he got
Right.
rid of this one, now he got rid of this one, he gets rid of this one, and I was like, all right, I'm digging it, right? And like
Yeah.
the sub was silly, and you're right because I think most of the time up to this point, you've kind of been believable with what Bond does. You know what I mean? It's not entirely believable, but there you can kind of be like, all right,
And
spy, get it right. He's got a little Nelly. Well, sure, it's a propeller,
sure.
right? But now you're like, okay,
Yeah.
you got a submarine car, but I
But
wasn't hating it.
it's only gonna get weirder when we hit fucking browsing.
It
Yeah.
gets but I will say the funniest thing I noticed of this. I have a note. I said, "Love the Lotus, good car chase." I
Yeah.
said, she states when she pushes the button for the to destroy the helicopter. What does she
Mhm.
say? She says, "Well, I stole the blueprints for this." However, like a minute before, she was so surprised that this thing turned into a submarine. You stole the
Yeah. Well,
blueprints? You stole the blueprints? Did you actually read them though?
we'll call that a continuity error.
Sure. Yeah. Good call. What do you think about the car and the chase? I mean, I know I'm
I
gushing over it, but what do you think?
I I like Lotus. I like old Lotus. I like the car. Um, it is, it's one of those things. It is not a Aston Martin. Aston
Right.
Martin
Yeah.
is iconic Bond. But yeah, no, this was a really dope ass car. Um,
I think it was a very uh it feels smart in hindsight to not use an Aston Martin. It kind of because this car feels way more like 70s. This gives Roger Moore his like his car. You know what I mean? Like up until this point, he hasn't really had like a like Connery had the DB5, right? And like two or three movies, right? And up until this point, even Lazenby had the DBS, was it? And Honor
Yeah.
Majesty's. I don't think Moore's had a car. He's just kind of commandeered someone's car and drove around on a boat and shit like that. So it kind of gives me like a, this is Moore's car, and it's very 70s and it's very like a new era of Bond. And and it's British, so you can't really hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like it. It might be, it's tough, man. This might be better than the DB5 in my opinion, but it's just tough.
Ooh.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But
I don't remember Daniel Craig having a Lotus, an old ass Lotus in his fucking
you're
garage.
right.
But I
You're
remember
right.
him having a fucking DB5.
You're right. I also remember having a DB9, and that was sex on wheels.
Yeah.
I really don't have anything from the book. It has a lot about how it was made to sub and stuff like that, and how they
Yeah.
filmed it. And it looks like a lot of miniatures. Here's a good picture. I found it.
Yeah. I don't
Here's
have.
a good check out this picture. Look how small that thing is.
Oh shit.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
um. Yeah. I don't really have too much to really expand on the scene other than I was entertained whole way through. I enjoyed it.
I was too. One thing I will comment is that the chick Naomi died really fast because she was in the helicopter and she got blown the fuck up. Like she was
Yeah.
maybe in this movie for like 5 minutes. Like.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was great. I thought it was good chase, good scenes, good chase. So they go from the Lotus. Go ahead.
And then from there, isn't this when she finds out that because
Mm.
they're like in love, and then this is when she finds out that Bond killed her lover, and then
Yeah.
that's when she's like,
Yeah.
hey, like we're gonna do this shit, but after the mission, I'm gonna fucking kill you,
I'm gonna kill you.
and
Yeah.
I feel like Bond, nothing gets him fucking harder than a fucking woman that wants to kill him. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
he's like,
I'm gonna fucking kill you. And he's like, we have to have sex right now because
you don't understand. I need this.
I am so erect.
I will say that when she's questioning him about it, and he's like telling her that like he's like in this job, like people die. It kind of felt like one of the first times that Bond like actually fucking like cared about people, or you know what I mean, like.
It kind of made him kind of human,
Yeah, like I don't think we've experienced that yet. We will later on, absolutely. But like I think like this is kind of one of the first times they kind of peeled back that layer of like he's just ruthless. He's kind of like, yeah, dude, like I'm really sorry, but like it's part of the job,
Yeah,
like,
and for whatever reason, like it did feel like he caught feelings and he caught him fast.
Yeah, he was like, fuck, shit.
Yeah.
I fucking killed that dude hard. So they decide to team up still, and she says she's gonna kill him, but they're gonna go head out to Stromberg, and they're just gonna fucking. Well, they team up with the Navy at this point, right?
Yep. And this is when they show up on the sub, and they're still throwing in fucking subtle titty because the CO of the sub, the CO of the sub is like, hey, you are going to use my shower, and she's like, I don't want any special treatment. I was like, I don't think you understand. And then and then
it's like they're like, hey, we got away with side boob. What about like 3/4 boob?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she's got a doorway, but like 3/4 boob turn.
Listen, I saw her fucking nipple. Like you saw her in the back. Like she was definitely nude, and they are still throwing fucking titties in there, and they're getting away with it. But yeah, so the submarine gets yoked up by Stromberg's fucking.
We never explain what he uses, but he gets the sub, right?
He had this giant fucking like freighter, boat that opened
Like,
up and just,
yeah,
and then
tracked it.
that's when you saw the other two submarines were in there, and this is the only part of the movie that I was confused on. So why did they need all three submarines? Because they only used two of them. So, like, they were pitting the
I don't.
Americans and
To
they were
be honest,
pitting the Russians. But why did
so
they need the British submarine?
so I'm thinking about it, dude, and I don't remember the Russian at all.
What do you mean? The Russian
Like
was in the beginning. Like, that's
this,
why.
yeah, but like I'm thinking about on the in the compound. I don't. I remember the British and I remember the U.S.
It was on the other
subs.
side. Yeah,
Okay.
like all three of them were there, but they only were
Oh man.
using the
Yeah.
American and the Russian because, uh, spoiler,
Excuse me. Excuse
uh,
me.
they're sending out, they had two crews to fucking, man these submarines. And because they're on the, They're on the American submarine now that just got captured. And
Mm.
they're going to send these two submarines out. And they're going to fucking, they had nukes, Stromberg did. And they're going to fucking nuke each other. And by each other, I mean the Russians and the Americans to start, World War III. But I'm still confused why they needed that British submarine because they didn't use it.
I don't know, man. I'm
And,
thinking. I'm thinking maybe in case they had to nuke something else. I don't
okay.
know.
And
Maybe it was
then,
more like like with stockpile as many as we can, and like because I will say this dude's his like motivation is his like goal is really stupid.
yeah.
He wants the world to be underwater. Like what?
Yeah. This is one of those like weaker like villain
Yeah.
dreams, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
but
And I guess like he was gonna have them. Maybe he's gonna have them nuke each other. They fucking fall to shit, and then he'll have the nuke sub to nuke something else.
maybe.
Because I feel like if you want to pull back layers, I think only three subs with only three nukes is not enough to do your dream of making the world underwater. I think you
I
need a bit more. I'll say you might need more than just three submarines, dude.
I agree
But
with you.
yeah, it was very weak when he's explaining to Bond and Triple X. Like he's like, "This is what I want to do," and I was like, "That's it, dude."
Yeah, and so this gets into like a 20-minute. This is definitely the kind of the ramp up to the end.
I will
Where
say, I don't know about you, but this like ramp up and the ending and stuff, it felt so long.
yeah, for the most part, I was entertained. But it definitely
I
probably
think it's
drug
hard.
on
Yeah, it's hard with
probably
any Bond movie because they try to like set up like like character dynamics for the first part, and then they're like, well, then now the villain's here, and then but like it gets to a point like it was a 2 hour movie, dude. Like,
so long story short, Stromberg uh escapes or leaves with Triple X.
which I don't
They
know why. I don't know why, but he took
Yeah,
her.
he's taking her. She's a female. He's gonna
She's
fuck her
hot.
or something.
He's
Yeah,
like, man, she's a fuck. He's like, I didn't know she was hot. She's coming with me, dude.
yeah. And then effectively, Bond frees all of the
The
fucking
submarines,
submariners,
yeah.
and then they have this epic fight, and then they escape on one of the submarines, and then it's the American submarine, and the
Quick,
CO.
quick note. The fucking guy who thought he was gonna take charge of it and then gets immediately killed. What was that?
I don't know. He's just like, I got it, and he just
I got
runs.
it. He's
It's
like,
just,
Captain, I got it, dude.
yeah.
It's like, all right.
So after they escape in the sub, this American CO gets word like, hey, oh yeah, because they rerouted the fucking bombs.
Yeah, that's
So,
right. To destroy
so
each other.
yeah, so they kind of stopped it, but then the CO gets word that hey, you need to fucking take out this fucking floating Atlantis or whatever fuck Stromberg's compound is,
That's
and
Atlantis, but yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
uh,
you gotta.
so Bond's like, hey, no, my fucking boo thing's on here, so the CO's like, I'll give you an hour,
Which is
uh,
funny because she still wants to kill you, Bond.
and Bond does not give a
I,
fuck.
I,
Like
I know.
again, like
Like, because like, if she's like, I'm gonna kill you, I'm like, all right, well, just blow that shit up, dog. She can't
yeah,
kill me now.
yeah,
He's like,
no,
he's
no,
like, he's like, I don't know, dude. I had sex with her, and I think I want to do it again. I'll be honest with you.
so
I think I'll risk it.
I they brought in a fucking bag. That
Oh yeah,
that
you get the
Q.
thing a Q brought me.
I thought it was going to be like because what
Something
movie?
cool.
Well, what movie was it that they used the he was scuba diving and they used the little like
I think it was
uh
Thunderball.
yeah,
Oh yeah, where he had like the
where
little like air tube, and he was like, yeah,
yeah, and he
mm,
had like the jetpack that he held on and fucking
yeah.
propelled. I thought it
Mm.
was gonna be something like that again. No, no. It was a fucking
It was a
like
jet
a
ski.
jet ski.
It
Yeah.
was a jet
And
ski.
yeah.
A
And
70s jet ski.
he's riding this fucking jet ski. He eventually makes it to Atlantis. Uh he fucking kills Stromberg. He rescues the girl. He fights Jaws a couple times.
Let me just say, what did you think about the Stromberg fight?
Where he shot him.
I thought it was pathetic.
I yeah, I
Because he shot him under the table, he missed, and he goes like, and he shoots him in the nuts. I guess I don't know.
he shot
And
him
then
in
he
the
just,
nuts,
and then he
he
shot him
just
like
kept
16
shotting.
times, and he's
Yeah,
like, pop, 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 and I was like, oh my god, and it was like done in like 30 seconds. I was like, this is kind of weak for like a villain. But I
yeah,
think their goal was to set it up Jaws.
yeah.
I think that was the point, right? They were like, hey, this guy ain't shit. It's all about Jaws. And yeah, so he goes and he's gonna fight Jaws. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail you.
And then they fight Jaws, and I don't even remember how that fight ended, but
So he gets this like magnet thing, and it comes over, and then he
oh
has
yeah,
Jaws. He like has him look up, and like bink, and he like
oh
picks
yeah,
him
and
up.
then dropped him in the with the shark.
Shark
But
pull, but
but
he
then
doesn't
yeah,
die.
Jaws ate the fucking shark.
Jaws the shark. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You know,
Um.
yeah. So then they have to escape because the shit's flooding and like
Yeah, and they
drowning.
escape in this I don't know, escape pod, this little fucking
Yeah, I said convenient sex couch in the escape pod. How
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, and then this is where, Bond's like ready, like DTF.
He's
And
like, she wants to kill me so bad.
and then she brings out the gun, but then she drops it and fucks him.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then okay, the ending when like M and Gogol and everything are there to like pick him up, and then they're like shocked that Bond's like naked fucking this girl. Why
Yeah,
are you shocked?
yeah.
He's a fucking sex addict.
I don't know.
Like
What do you? Yeah,
like what would you expect? Dude just finished the mission. He's in there with a hot chick.
he's fucking raging hormones, bro. Like he's like, I'm going
Trying to
in.
kill him. Like his dick has never been harder.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He needs to get checked out for blood loss to the head because yeah, that shit's going nuts. I also will say Dom 52.
Yep.
He said Stromberg has good taste. I don't. I'd have to go back and look at what we said for the other ones, but Dom 52 feels very, very old. You
Right.
know, like might be referenced to like Doctor No. I don't know, but yeah, it was kind of like what's gonna happen. Also, Bond, why don't you have the curtain shut already?
Right.
You know, you're banging, dude. Just shut the curtains, dog.
Bond doesn't care. But yeah.
Uh, So that was The Spy Who Loved Me, and that's how
Yeah.
it ended. Your immediate thoughts before we kind of like pick it apart.
Um, it's funny. I watched this movie like a week ago, and I've already forgot
Mm,
a lot of things, and you helped me kind of
sure.
piece it back.
I
Um,
watched it yesterday, so yeah.
yeah,
Helped that.
definitely. This isn't like the most memorable. This was kind of middle of the road for me. It was better than the last one, um, but
Okay.
not much better in my rankings.
Okay.
So
Okay. So not the best margin, not better than Live and Let Die.
no, no.
So I thought this was good. I do think I agree with you on the it feels very formulaic. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like it feels like this is a Bond movie cookie cutter.
like
Like
they knew what would
yeah.
work, and I mean, hey,
Right. Yeah.
it worked, but like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
would
It,
I watch this movie again? Yeah, I'd watch it again. Is it any like I did like Jaws. I did like the Lotus.
mhm.
I didn't look up Triple X too much, like the
Ah,
actress or anything.
I I did. She was
Okay,
in Playboy, but anyway,
okay.
I didn't look that up. She's married to Ringo Starr. Fun
Is she
fact.
still married to Ringo Starr?
Yep.
Oh, dope. I like
So a
him.
couple
He's a
couple
kooky
couple
beetle.
couple Beatle connections in the last
Yeah,
three movies, you know?
yeah.
So yeah, she's American.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why we get Americans to we don't just get a Russian to play
Right.
Russian. But that might explain some of her like acting. I
Okay.
thought okay, so as for a Bond girl, so it's tough because I think is she a Bond girl?
Yeah.
She's a Bond girl, but like is she a Bond girl?
Yes.
Okay.
If I
Okay.
understand that she
Yeah.
was also a spy, but if you get wrapped up in Bond's bullshit
Yeah,
at least a little bit,
if you're fucking smashing them, like you're
and-
already that's a requirement number one. Did
because
you have
I
sex with Bond?
because generally the Bond girls get wrapped up solely because
Is
they're banging Bond,
is
and that's the
Camille a
only
Bond girl?
what?
Camille from Quantum of Solace. Anyway, we'll get there. We'll get there because they don't bang. So anyway, she's a Bond girl, but she's also a special agent, and it started making you think like, what would be a better special agent, a dude or a chick? Like a hot dude or a hot chick? I think a hot chick's a better fucking special agent, if I'm being honest.
Probably. I mean, she
Because
can
like,
fucking
yeah, like
most
fucking
most
seduce
guys
anybody
are
to do dumb shit. Yeah.
yeah, most guys are pretty horny. So
Even a British secret agent, she can get to do whatever the hell she really wants. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, I was like, disadvantage here for Bond, but
right.
I think she's like okay. So like, if I remember right, my Bond girls, I think Tracy's number one still. I think she's two right now,
Um,
just because of the dynamic they brought with her. Like I think it was really cool to have a competition for him. I think only a little bit did it get kind of annoying that they were trying to one up each other.
well, if I remember correctly, my number one is from the gal from Live and Let Die.
I think so. I think so. Two is
Yeah,
Tracy for you, but I think yeah, one
yeah,
is Solitary because it's
yeah. And
James Seymour.
Solitary was that was Kitty Cat, right?
That's Kitty Cat. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, definitely. I picked my Bond girls with my penis,
Okay.
and
All right.
hey,
All right. 007. All right.
so she was definitely an upper tier. I'd probably put her third.
Okay.
I'd put her behind Tracy.
Yeah.
Tr- there's something about Tracy, like, but yeah,
Some about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
fucking give me Kitty Cat, give me fucking Game of Thrones,
Oh, Lana
and
Terrell.
yeah,
Yeah.
Terrell, and give me sure I'll take this gal, and then
Mrs. Ringo Starr.
yeah, but also I don't know that the one from Thunderball was really fucking hot. I think she was up there.
Domino you have up there. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think if I look at it.
I don't know, maybe
Domino's number. So last time I updated that one, you got Tracy and a Domino. So if I remember right, so you got Solitary, Tracy, Domino. Where
I would.
does?
I'd put her under Domino. Domino was
Oh,
hot.
okay,
Like,
okay,
Domino was
fourth,
fucking hot.
okay,
Yeah, but
okay, all
I
right.
still think I still think four is good. You know, I'm
Mm.
like,
I mean, yes, there's gonna be more movies, and right now she's upper half, right?
yeah,
So like that's good. That's good. It's good
yeah,
stuff.
uh,
As far as villains, the
eh,
villains,
uh,
I think he was shit.
yeah.
I was like,
At least it was a villain, you know. But like,
okay, so my thing with him is that like he was just kind of boring as a dude, right? Almost all of these guys are megalomaniacs. Like I want to destroy the world. Yeah, but most of them have like personalities, right? Like
yeah,
Blofeld had a personality. Even the dude, his second in command, Largo, he had a person. Like this guy is just like I like fish, brother.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not really ranking the. I'd put him pretty low.
I put
He's,
him pretty low.
you know, I'd
You
still
sure?
probably have him over like Doctor No. You know, but like, yeah.
But what about henchman?
Oh, I mean, Jaws is pretty up there.
Now, okay, so Jaws is like iconic because you read every list and Jaws is
Sure.
there, right? What do
Now,
you think though? Because you've seen it. Like this is say you're watching it now, and what do you think about Jaws?
not as memorable as I remember.
I
Uh,
I I have to agree with you.
Because
I
I'll be real, I still like the fucking henchman from Live and Let Die better. You know, like it. You know,
Teehee.
yeah,
I was like, which one?
all of them. Like they're
So,
all.
so the thing with Jaws is he's in there quite a bit, but like, okay, so he bites people really creepy,
Yeah,
really weird. He's had the train fight, which is pretty much the same as Red Grant's fight with
right,
Connery. It's almost the same, dude. He
right,
rips apart a car, but like, why didn't he just break the window and rip them
right.
out? You know, why didn't he just rip them out of the door? And like at the end, he just kind of like defeats a shark.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like I think he's more memorable for the teeth.
Well, and spoiler, he will show up again, and I can't remember if
I think it gets worse.
I was going to say I think he gets worse too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it it is what it is. You know,
What about okay? Yeah, yeah, it is what it is. What about cars?
uh it's not the DB5, and then it's not the it's not the
Okay,
DBS, but no, it's pretty high up there.
I think I tentatively at two for me, right behind
Okay.
DBS, DB5. Sorry, DB5, Lotus, and DBS. Gadgets we didn't have many at all. Jet ski,
Yeah, we had a jet ski and we had a watch.
a watch note. I have as
Um,
a watch note. Ski gun.
and then yeah, are we ready to rank the movie?
Well, yeah. I had locations, Egypt and Sardinia. I think it was cool.
Oh, I
I
enjoyed the locations. I was kind of over. I'm kind of done with the aquatic theme. I feel like we've
Oh
done.
yeah, dude. I
I
think like the sub was okay, but I was like, here we go again.
Yeah,
You know, like
we've kind of done this. But you know, then again, like you can only do so much. You know, like
mhm.
in this. Again, this is kind of why I think Live and Let Die is definitely going to end up a lot higher for me than some of the other ones, just because it was so different, you
Okay.
know. Um,
Mhm.
and I understand it still had like animals, attacking you with like snakes
It
and
was a
like
boat. It was
alligators.
a boat chase,
There
which
was
is
a
on
boat
water,
chase.
Mike. It's on
Yeah.
water. I don't know if you know this.
But I mean, like that movie still was, it was pretty different, compared to like,
Yeah, and it kind of like talks about like if you, like we talked about earlier about like the like we gotta fucking autocorrect. We don't autocorrect, but we gotta correct Bond in some way,
right,
and we gotta do something to fix it. And I think that's why Live and Let Die is the way it is
right,
because Diamonds was the way it was, right? And so
right,
they're like, well, let's like kind of make a different like you got the black exploitation, you got the like Louisiana, you got the boat chasing, you got like a lot of down the earth kind of like spy work. But you know what I mean? Like it's like diff, and then it ends up feeling different
right,
because it's like a different. And this one's almost the same way because like Man with the Golden Gun was like some like fucking like assassin guy, and they're like, well, what if we just make it a cookie cutter spy film?
And
And
again, I don't hate it. It worked. And I was at the end of the day, Gladiator. Are you not entertained? I was
yeah,
entertained.
but you have it below living. So if you had to rank them, are we ranking them all right now? Or are you ranking them against Moors, and then we want to fit them in? I think we should rank them all.
Sure. So right
I,
now, I will.
yeah,
You want me to
tell me
rank
what
them
you
all?
got.
Or, you want me to rank them all, or you just want me to stop when I get to this one?
What do you just tell me what you got? Because I got to fill in this little
All right.
data sheet anyway.
So
So
my number one is here. Let me make sure I got 10.
yeah,
All right, I got them all. All right.
okay.
My number one is still Live and Let Die.
Okay.
My number two is still Thunderball. Number three, On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Okay.
Number four, Goldfinger. Number five, The Spy That Loved Me.
Okay.
So right in the middle. And for me personally, I feel like it's fitting. Like this isn't going to be the most memorable movie for me. But I definitely didn't hate it. So number six, I got The Man with the Golden Gun. I didn't hate that movie as much as everyone else.
Okay.
But I did like this one a little better than Man with Golden Gun. And then number seven, Diamonds. 8, You Only Live Twice.
Yeah.
9, Dr. No. And then 10, From Russia with Love. I really like those last three. Like,
oh my God. I mean, I'm looking at it and I feel like you hate Connery. Because let me, what you have, the bottom four you have are Connerys.
Yeah.
And then you have a Thunderball and a Goldfinger top four.
So again, like I told you, I don't hate Roger Moore as much as
as much as me.
I did not grow up in the 60s. When I got into the series, I didn't start with Connery. I didn't start with Moore. My first Bond was unfortunately, Pierce Brosnan. So like I don't have any loyalty, and I also like nothing. Like when I think about Bond, like nothing associates me to Connery.
Okay.
In the sense of like if I started from the 60s, like obviously, Connery is the guy that started it, kind of thing. So like I don't hate Sean Connery. However, I'm not the biggest fan of those early movies. They are
tough to get into.
I do appreciate that they got us where they got us, and if they weren't successful, we wouldn't be Bond 25.
Right.
So I do appreciate them, but with that being said, like,
so your number one is Live and Let Die. That's insane.
Yeah,
you want to hear mine?
Yeah.
All right. What do you think my number one is?
Thunderball.
Nah. On Her Majesty's Secret Service, number one.
Okay.
Followed by Goldfinger.
Okay.
And then Thunderball.
Okay.
From Russia with Love,
Okay.
I liked it.
Okay.
And then weirdly though, The Spy Who Loved Me is number 5 for me.
Okay.
So it equals your number 5 currently.
Right.
And then I got Diamonds.
Okay.
Live and Let Die.
Okay.
The Man with the Golden Gun. You Only Live Twice. And then Dr. No is the last for me.
Okay.
Actually, I might flop that. I'm going to flop it right now. You Only Live Twice is the bottom.
Yeah. You only live. Yeah. Honestly, like, looking back on this, like you can say I'm a Connery hater or, whatever. It just You Only Live Twice, like that is such a bad film. And then with the first two, like, I think it was just hard for me to get into. And like, I just hated the fucking gypsy fight. And if that was, you know, like,
I challenge you to rewatch it and skip the jitsi fight.
yeah, but if you got to skip a gypsy fight, like,
Then then you shouldn't even have to watch this shit.
right?
Not even worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like for the most part, you and I are like, yeah, we've got a couple that, you know, we like, but for the most part, you know, we're kind of on the same
What's
trajectory.
interesting? I mean, so far the most interesting to me is that Honor
Live and let
Majesties
die.
was, well, for you, yes.
Yeah.
For me, Honor Majesties, I didn't expect it to be still number one for me. Like I thought, like Goldfinger would be still on top. You know what I mean? Like I don't remember liking Honor Majesties that much when I first saw it, but now I think it's good shit.
And yeah, and it's funny, like I kind of like I do like going back and watching these because
mhm.
I remember last time I watched all these movies, I kind of had a strong opinion about some Bonds and, you know, stronger than some of the other ones.
Sure, yeah.
Uh, and like going into it, I remember liking Timothy Dalton a lot more than I did not like most of the Pierce Brosnan movies, and I'm gonna keep saying that, and we're gonna get into it, and I'm
What
gonna
if?
be really surprised
What
if I
if?
get
What
in there
if?
and I just, you know, fucking just jizz all over myself and just love all of them.
I don't know, man. Like I, dude, because I watched a video. Count Dyson again, and he had one on Goldeneye, and I was just like fucking erect, and I was like, oh, and I was like, man, this movie. But anyway, like, not tipping my hand on my tops, but I'm
Yeah,
just saying, like, that's a
yeah,
movie, bro.
we'll
I
get into
mean,
it. Right?
but the one thing I think is funny, we'll see when you get there. But I think to you, you like to bash Brosnan on some of like Die Another Day and stuff, but I feel like a lot of these dudes they have their own Die Another Day. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and it's looking like it. But the more we watch the old ones, you're like, Yolt, you only live twice. That's a Die Another Day, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and you're like, damn. And you consider Connery like elite, and you're like, ah.
yeah,
It sucks how much it depends on like the producers, the directors, everything. Like
and
they can
we're
only do so much.
and we are 3 movies deep right now on Morre, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, right now I've got I guess all 3 of his movies in you know, my top 6. So we're gonna see. Like I do remember there being a drop off. We're gonna
Yeah.
see when we hit it. And if I remember correctly, and we'll see with the next one because next one's Moonraker, right?
Yes.
And
Moonraker.
I think if I remember correctly, this was the peak of Moore was
Okay.
Moonraker. If I remember correctly, I think I enjoyed Moonraker. But we'll see. We'll see next time.
We will
So,
see. Thanks for everyone for like stopping by. This is Gin and Sofa. This is James Bonding. Our 10th edition. Crazy. Uh, tell all your friends, check us out. We're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, Twitter, whatever it's called, Facebook, we're on Discord. Um, we have other episodes. We do stupid shit all the time. If you only want Bond, we will have more Bond. If you want other dumb shit, we got dumb shit coming for you. Mike, you got anything you want to say to the degenerates out there?
no.
so just so delayed. All right, guys. Until next time, Gin and Sofa.
Out.